Justin, my photographer, and I, we've been talking to them since we checked in yesterday, just hearing stories. And we talked to folks from Largo, from St. Pete, from Palm Harbor, all saying that, yeah, they are taking this evacuation order very, very seriously.
Live here in Clearwater, I'm Christina Mendez for 10 Tampa Bay.
Astro Community Law Enforcement skate was aimed at
Police worked to keep parade goers safe.
There are more than 100 floats, marching bands, and other groups taking over 7th Avenue right now, which is in the heart of this historic Latin Quarter. And people in this crew tell me there's no better place to celebrate Latin culture than right here in Ybor City.
For more than 50 years.
And so we celebrate our history, we celebrate our diversity and our culture, and this is part of it.
The crew of the Knights of Santiago have been taking over Ybor City. JYreel2025 says this parade is just one of many ways they work to bring smiles to people's faces.
We have an education foundation that provides college scholarships, which to date we've given about $5 million in scholarships to underprivileged Latin students in the Tampa area.
He says this year's parade is special as he shares it with his daughter, this year's queen.
It's so cool to see all the old buildings and have all the lit up floats. It's beautiful.
Crowds greeted the queen and other groups with open arms.
Give it a 10 out of 10. It's very good. It's very exciting.
Gatsby the parrot had a front row seat to all the action.
Rob for the main parade, Rob for this parade. Everyone loves him. He's a big magnet for everything. He's a lovable goofball.
He only had one request, something Tampa Police Chief Lee Burkhoff found reasonable.
More bees, of course. Just like that. Thank you.
Officers participated in the parade, but the chief says multiple agencies were there, some in plain sight, others you might not have even noticed.
We have officers that'll be out on horseback, on bike, on foot. We'll have drones out, and we'll also have officers in plain clothes.
A big effort to ensure everyone has fun safely.
Part of being in Tampa. This is why we live in Tampa.
Angelicia Bruton, 10 Tampa Bay.
First tonight, a close call at Port Tampa Bay. Quick thinking by a harbor pilot stopped a cargo ship from crashing into the dock. The Tyndall is one of the largest ships that comes into the port, and a crash could have taken out 3 cranes and injured workers on the dock. 10 Tampa Bay's Chris Hurst is live at the port tonight. Chris, you spoke with the pilot about his swift actions.
Dave, Ken Sears has been a harbor pilot for 6 years and says the engines failed as he was guiding the ship to the dock. He had just minutes to come up with a plan, but says it was all in a day's work.
Initially, seconds counted. The ship was still moving ahead.
Around 9 this morning, Ken Sears says he was trying to slow down the 1,000-foot-long container ship as he was approaching the dock when the engines went out.
In the very early stages, it was important that I responded, recognized the situation, and responded immediately.
He quickly recruited 2 tugboats nearby to help slow the ship down.
The tugboat backing alongside gradually reduced the speed. Very large ship. These tugboats are very powerful, but compared to the size of the ship, still takes a very long time, and you're going to advance several hundred feet before it finally comes to a complete stop.
So we board vessels 10 to 13 miles offshore Tampa Bay.
It's the pilot, not a ship's captain, that actually guides cargo and cruise ships into ports of call. They say the engines go out on the ships they control a few times a year. That's what happened in March when a ship crashed into a bridge in Baltimore, killing 6 road workers. And even going slow, ships can destroy cranes used to load and unload containers.
We are the local experts to bring ships in and out of Tampa Bay. There's 21 of us. Without us, these ships basically are not going to safely transit to or from the ports here in Tampa Bay.
For Sears, he's just happy the brief scare ended as smooth sailing.
I like to think that I did a good job today. I was dealt a challenging hand. I responded, I feel, appropriately, and I was happy with the end result.
Now, if those engine repairs are finished, the Tyndall is set to ship off right now as we speak. Live in Tampa, Chris Hurst, 10 Tampa Bay.
Hillsborough River was glowing tonight. Tampa's holiday lighted boat parade started at Davis Island and wrapped up at Sparkman Wharf. Huge crowds lined the river walk to see each boat as they sparkled with all that holiday magic, and a few of the boats got a little bit off course.
Boats got confused, and it was quite funny to watch the boats make the wrong turn at the convention center and try and shortcut down here. But, they're giving it their best.
Dozens and dozens of those boats made their way down the Hillsborough River for about 2 hours tonight. The Grand Marshals were Anna and Elsa from Frozen.
The Astro Community Law Enforcement Skate was aimed at healing, building trust, and community visibility after an event last spring turned into a fiasco. Today, the focus was on fun and conversation.
For many of these kids,
the most exciting thing about today is having fun with our friends.
Dozens of families joining deputies for some fun in the rink. Beginners were not left out.
How well can you skate?
Not good. He just started learning how to skate.
Yes.
The kids were treated to free haircuts, hopping onto the motorcycles, chilling with the canine section, and taking fun pictures. Families saying it's rare hanging out with law enforcement and getting to know them better.
A lot of support from our local law enforcement to these kids that really need a good role model.
Showing up, showing face. Yep. They're here whenever we need them, and it shows a lot of their character.
This came about just because our Corporal Gonzalez skates here and ended up talking to the manager, and they wanted to do something.
Deputies say they want to be approachable.
Protecting and serving the community is very important, obviously, but this is important too. We want them to see us as people too.
The event comes after 30 people were arrested over a May brawl.
Since the incident, it's been slow. People are slowly coming back to come skating, but the overall general from the public is we still like Astro Skate. We know you're here for little kids. We're not going to judge you on one event, one thing that happened that was out of our control.
I hope that, you continue to do events like this, because we would definitely come. Absolutely.
And the sheriff's office gave out free skate vouchers to local schools. The managers here at Astro Skate telling me that their space was created with the community in mind, and they're reassuring everyone that it remains a safe place for family-friendly fun. In Brandon, Aduria Chumba, 10 Tampa Bay.